Dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Quran and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned in so many different ahadith and statements that most of the time people follow the attributes of their friend and people follow the religion or the habit of their loved one. And if you are in a certain environment or certain gatherings and you become a friend of a person and you spend a lot of time in that environment, slowly but surely you will end up following some of the habits and adopting some of the culture from that environment. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam said that al-mar'u ala dini khalilihi falyanzur ahadukum biman yukhalilu. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, most of the time a person follow the habits and the lifestyle of their friends, so you make sure you have good friends. And I would like to share with you the best example Prophet gave. He said, "Mathalu jalis as-salih kahamil al-misk, wa mathalu jalis as-su'i kanafikh al-qir." That the example of good friendship, as if somebody stay with the perfume seller and spend the time in his company. And the example of bad friendship, Prophet said, as if somebody is spending time with the blacksmith. Now Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, if you have a good friend and happen to be that you spending time with your good friend, there is three possibilities. That the perfume seller, imma yuhdika, either he will give you a gift. And the gift from perfume seller mean that good friend will advise you and will remind you to do certain important thing. Will ask you not to commit haram, not to do this because it's not allowed, it's not good. If he do not give you advice, you probably look at him and you follow his footsteps. And Prophet ﷺ said, the perfume seller, if he's not giving you a gift, you could buy from him something. That you go and take some habits and you implement them. And if it's not the case, then at least since he is a perfume seller, so Prophet ﷺ said, at least you will have good smell coming out from him and his presence. So since your friend is good, and at least you will stay safe and you have a nice sum'ah and people talk nicely about your friends because he is respected in the society, so you gain respect freely. Let us look at the other side of the example. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa sallam said the example of bad friendship as if somebody spent time with the blacksmith. Either he will burn your clothes, or at least you will have a bad smell and smoke coming out from him. But I want you to think about the example, especially the bad example. If you spending time with a bad friend, what all he can give you is lead you to fire. Now the second option or second chance is that the blacksmith will give you smoke, and when smoke comes, you have a tear in your eyes. That means the friendship of a bad person will lead you to tears in dunya or hereafter. Bad smell, smoke, tear, sorrow, pain, a lot of problems. Let us look at Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describe this issue in Surah Al-Furqan, ayah number 27, 28 and 29. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمُ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ يَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. At that day, the day of accountability, the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said the wrongdoers, when they realize the reward of their wrongdoings, and they will beat their own hands and their fingers out of anger and out of sorrow, and they will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي اتَّخَذْتُ مَعَ الرَّسُولِ سَبِيلًا. I wish I follow the path of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I wish I follow the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But it's too late now, because the book of record has been given in the left hand and the path to hellfire is being announced. يا ويلتى ليتني لم أتخذ فلانا خليلا. Next ayah, even amazing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the person continuously scream and yell and beat himself out of anger and curse himself out of anger, and he will say, Ya waylata laytani, woe to me. He said, Lam attakhiz fulanan khalila. I wish I never took such and such person as my friend. I wish I never met him or her. That person, he ruined my life. Next ayah, لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ إِذْ جَاءَنِي وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ لِلْإِنسَانِ خَذُولًا. He will say, because that friend, أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ, he kept me away from the remembrance. He misguided me from the right path. He kept me busy from establishing prayer. Because dhikr is a prayer, dhikr is the Quran, dhikr is the remembrance of Allah, dhikr is the teaching of Islam, dhikr is the piety and practicing our religion. لَقَدْ أَضَلَّنِي عَنِ الذِّكْرِ. That friend, he kept me busy, he took me away, he make me do wrong thing. بَعْدَ إِذْ جَاءَنِي, after I had opportunity to follow it. You know, I used to pray. I was a very nice person. But as soon as I joined his friendship, you know, he introduced me to so wrong things, and I got busy and I got temptations, and that's why I went to hellfire. La ilaha illallah. Quran make it very clear that your friend could take you to hellfire or could take you to Jannah. You know, nowadays, people, they become so, addictive to their friends. They do not want to leave their bad friends, but they can leave their parents. They can insult their parents, and they can do anything else. They can make Allah angry, or they can lose Islamic path. They can do anything but their friendship.